Instead, let's talk about these two teams. All right, first off, Victoria's Secret. They had a much needed win last week against #RU. Icy, a new player in Victoria's Secret, proved his worth with a nice flank on Ruinberg. Victoria's Secret is currently tied for 5th place with Simple Tankers. The results of this match is paramount to stay in the Gold League. If they win, they rise to a 4th place tie, depending on the end standings, which we'll take a look at the end of the night tonight. If they lose, they fall to 7th place, and they are knocked out of the Gold League. In order to come back to the Gold League, they're going to have to play through the qualifiers or another season. So, tough place for Victoria's Secret. Let's talk about their opponents, Simple Tankers. Last week, Simple Tankers were down a man once again. This time, it was Jay Smooth, and the lack of his presence was very, very detrimental to the team. This is a must-win for the veteran team, Simple Tankers. The stakes have never been higher for this team. In the past, they were fighting to make it to the playoffs. Tonight, they fight to stay in the Gold League. If they win, if Simple Tankers is able to win, they'll rise to a 4th place tie. If they lose, they fall to 7th place, and they are knocked out of the Gold League. Tonight, for the face-off, we only have one individual that was able to make it. That's Jay Smooth from Simple Tankers. And with that, we welcome Jay Smooth. Hello, good sir.
Hello.
Tough place, Joel. We're not going to lie to you. But you guys have fought in tough places in the past, but never at stakes this high. Do you have all your starters? Do you have everyone you need?
Well, Moynihan continues to be under the weather, but other than that, we're where we need to be. Stakes are high, pressure's on, playoff time. I mean, Victoria's Secret, they were in the playoffs last week for the most part. They had to win, they got the win, so they've been under the pressure. We've got no one to blame for but ourselves for the position we're in. All of our games could have gone either way. They've all been really close, no matter who the opponent. So we got to be ready to go.
That is very true, Jay Smooth. We have seen a lot of the best series have been coming from your team this season. Overall, where you place yourselves, mentally for tonight. Do you try not to think about if we lose, we're out of the Gold League? You just think about battle for battle.
Well, you try to keep that out of your mind. Obviously, we watched that #RU C'est La Vie match, so we knew the position we were going to be in. Coming to this adds a little bit of pressure. If you would have asked me at the beginning of the year if we were going to be battling in the last week of the season to stay in the league, I would have laughed you off. But the league is just that competitive, and every small decision that you make can either win the series or lose the series. We came within a couple shots on our first match against RBIS to 3-0ing them. We lost the first game, won the next two, and then we lost the last two. But we don't mess up first match. It's 3-0, and we're feeling happy right now. And it's just that close. So we got to not make those mistakes and finish strong. Playoff time.
All right, you got a lot of people behind you. Simps behind you. You're part of the same clan. And you have a lot of fans that were sending us messages on social media, really rooting for Simple Tankers. So you do have a lot on the line as a team, but you have a lot of people supporting you. Is there anything you'd like to say to those people before we begin?
We appreciate all the support. Being our 4th season in the league, feel all the love. We've come to know a lot of our fans. They've watched our streams, watched our matches. They tweet at us. It's been awesome, but we're ready to roll. So place your bets on Simple Tankers, guys. Let's do this.
All right, Jay Smooth. Thank you very much. Good luck. We'll see you on the battlefield.
Talk to me, Goose.
I'm into the danger zone. It was perfect. Man, it's emotional actually hearing that from Jay Smooth. He and his team have been a staple to the WGLNA since season 1.
Yeah.
And
you can't think of this league without him.
No, that's very, very true. So that's a tough place for them to be. Victoria's Secret, same scenario, right? But the Victoria's Secret doesn't have the fond memories, the laughs, the 3 events happening in Las Vegas for season 1, 2, and 3 that Simple Tankers has. So a loss here is more crushing to a team that has those fond memories that wants to have even more.
Yeah.
Now,
it would be devastating.
It would be. Is this the last time we'll ever see Simple Tankers if they lose? Of course not. I'm sure they're going to fight through the qualifiers to make it back.
Yeah.
But I could say the same thing for Victoria's Secret. They have been impressive, especially with how they read Fun Gaming. I still put that on one of my highlight lists of how well they were able to read that team.
Certainly. But Victoria's Secret, how they have been along for a long time.
Yeah.
They've been around for maybe not quite as long as Simple Tankers, not as well established, but they've earned their way here. And it's going to hurt whoever leaves this league, but there is always the qualifiers. And I'm thinking now that the teams at the top in the Gold League, it doesn't matter who loses, who wins tonight. Of course it does for maybe who wins tonight a lot more, but who loses, they're going to be able to come back.
Yeah, well,
they're going to come back in those qualifiers.
Let's take a look at the rosters for both these teams. Sure, a lot of people have some of their own personal favorites, but for Simple Tankers, the Battle Buddy system of Tofu, Smurf, and Zakum,
Tofukume,
you can never dismiss. What about Victoria's Secret, though?
Well, you've got Icy, who's been incredible, actually. Last week he was good. Of course, Serenity and Tyler Durden. Serenity being pretty much amazing all the time in every single match.
Yeah, performing well. Okay, Rookhill, this is it. Final match for the Alpha Division. What are your rules for victory?
All right. First is Icy Hot. In the match versus #RU, he was incredibly effective. He was probably one of the best tankers there. And Simple Tankers definitely needs to watch out for that. And if they can continually destroy him, I'm thinking that could tip the scales for, that could tip the scales. Rule number 2. Not so smooth. Without J Smooth, I don't think Simple Tankers really has a chance. I'm glad they were able to actually get him here today. And he is the key member on this team. He has to lead this team exceptionally well. I don't think anyone else can do it. They're tight-knit. They have these people that have been around forever. They have new players, yeah. But I think they've really kind of learned how to get with the team, get with the program. J Smooth, being a coach already, makes a good enough one in a game. Number 3 is it's going to be pretty interesting. And by that, I mean, oh God, we're all going to die. And that is for both teams, because I think this is going to be a very tight match, and it's going to be very, very competitive, as opposed to what we saw from Arbis and Simp. So both teams are going to be on the top of their game.
Top of the game, man. No mistakes.
Yep.
As J Smooth said, very, very small decisions are what's going to make or break teams that have moved this far in their division. And now they're fighting to stay in the Gold League. That's what's at stake. But here we go. The battle is about to begin. Battle number 1 of Simple Tankers versus Victoria's Secret. Rookhill, what do we have for tanks?
We have 3 AMX 5100s, an IS-3, 1390, and 2 T1 Cunninghams for Simple Tankers. Victoria's Secret will have 2 5100s, 2 IS-3s, and a 1390 with the 2 Cunninghams. So, going a little autoloader heavy for Simple Tankers. Victoria's Secret doing what I was talking about a little bit and bringing the 2 of 2 and a 1390.
2, 2, and 1. Well, Pub Whisperer and Icy will see each other. Pub Whisperer looking towards the F crossroads a bit.
Locking his turret.
Yeah.
Just right up in the air. Big salute.
It's a
hey, how you doing?
It's a little bit of a mocking salute here.
Oh.
And Pub Whisperer gets hit for 377.
Well, that's what you get for mocking.
Tyler Durden gets a return shot against him. They're trying to focus on that one tank in the Delta Village as the 2 other tanks, Serenity and M-Pro, move into the cover of the city.
Oh, this is interesting. Tyler Durden and Tugun have a very powerful position. Zakume and Tofu, though. Tofu being in a 5100 this time is going to move around behind, and then Zakume moves out. Perfect coordination. Tyler Durden is down. Too Good knows what to do. Goes around the corner, tries to make this a 1v1, but backup is on the way. Wallhacks, Tofu, Smurf are coming around, and they have plenty of damage. This is going to be an easy kill.
Trying to cover. J Smooth takes a shot, but Tofu Smurf is covered because of it. Sharing that HP. Down 2 tanks. A lot of shots going to the side of that building as well.
And M-Pro's going to close the distance. There are plenty of shells left. Zakume, consistent fire. Tofu has 2, and J Smooth now left with 3. That is enough to easily kill M-Pro. Serenity and Icy, they can come bring some backup, and there's some shots going through the window. Wallhacks is on the reload, though, and J Smooth goes on around as they trade out Tofu Smurf.
And Serenity tries to get in front. Fires on the move. That breaking shot to take down J Smooth. Serenity now on the reload. and he is, bounce shot. But here comes Icy trying to block Serenity here. A lot of blocking tanks happening between these two teams. Zakum ready, fires, Wallhack still waiting on the reload.
Almost. Icy's almost reloaded though, and Zakume knows, he moves forward.
There goes Serenity. Zakum trying to bounce a couple shots from Icy. Wallhacks fires. Nice shot. Pub Whisper rams into the side of Icy, trying to body block him as Wallhacks is still on the reload. Off the reload, actually. And tries to land another one against Icy.
One more as he gets into the defilade. It's too low. He can't make the shot. He does not have an angle.
Icy is on the run from Simple Tankers.
Let's see if he can make it. And he fires once. He's got one more shell. Wallhacks gets it. That is the connection. Last T8 down. Floppy Giraffe is it, and he's going to take on Angry White Guy. Well, maybe. No. He's dead. Simple Tankers.
And Simple Tankers are able to take battle number 1. A lot of HP sharing, really, really good teamwork, and a very, very small corner from Simple Tankers. The same could be said by Victoria's Secret, but they're a little bit too spread out as Serenity charged in really quickly to try to block. Zakum holding one line as the rest of Simple Tankers turns the corner. This is where it started to go really bad for Victoria's Secret. Too Good is completely isolated. And those 5100s and the 1390 are plugging away at one tank, but they can't get the kill.
Yeah, the great block by JSmooth. He recognizes one of his teammates at 5100 is tracked in the open with his rear armor showing, and he doesn't have enough health to deal with this. JSmooth stays in that position for a few extra seconds until he's repaired, and then he can move out. JSmooth knows he can sacrifice that. It's good to go. And that was a perfect example of how to engage on isolated tanks. They recognized the tanks were too high of ground, and they were not prepared for that. Zakume, Tofu, I'm pretty sure, I feel like they made the call. I almost feel like they must have, because they're always in perfect coordination. Tofu goes out one way, everyone starts looking out towards Tofu, and even before they begin moving, you see Zakum move up in the IS-3. So he knows, he has the timing down, and that's just really solid coordination and great teamwork from two players to understand how to utilize those little things together.
The next battle will take place on Himmelsdorf. Utilization again of Zakum and Tofu Smurf together have been very prevalent for victories happening on Himmelsdorf in the past for Simple Tankers. Victoria's Secret, this hasn't really been a map that stood out for this team, in my recollection. Ruinberg and Ensk have stood out.
Yeah.
But not Himmelsdorf. Not saying it's bad for them, but they've played it pretty standard from what I can remember.
Yeah, there's nothing too special. Most teams play about the same 5-6 strats on Himmelsdorf because I think everyone kind of understands it on the same level, which is why teams like Simp can lose it from time to time. Fnatic loses it from time to time. It's a map where if you play the right strat, you win. Very simple. Now, there's a tiny percentage where you're going to mess up because you get bad RNG on top of just little mistakes from other people, from you run into a building.
That's
all of the little things.
It's not fun for the building, particularly.
Not fun for the player.
Yeah.
Not fun for me.
Yeah.
I hate watching players crash into buildings. I'm like, oh, I know you didn't mean to do that. Ouch.
That's why you have a crew of more than one person in your tank, man, trying to look out for that. But the viewfinder, when you're all inside, doesn't tell you a whole lot sometimes. All right, here we go. Battle number 2. Simple Tankers is up 1-0 against Victoria's Secret, battling to stay in the Gold League for the WGLNA. Ruka, what do we have for tanks?
For tanks, 3 AMX 5100s, 2 IS-3s, and 2 T1 Cunninghams for Simple Tankers. You gotta flip it up. Victoria's Secret, 2 5100s, 3 IS-3s, 2 T1 Cunninghams. So, extra IS-3 instead of a 5100, the age-old little change in lineups.
A tweet that we showed earlier was from the player Too Good.
Yep.
Inside of Victoria's Secret. So nice to see some camaraderie and good sportsmanship on social media between these teams. And I have to say, I've been working in the world of esports for over 4 years now, Rookhill, and the World of Tanks players and community have been one of the most outstanding people to work with, maturity-wise and also sportsmanship-wise.
We get it, man.
Too Good. Cruising across the courtyard along with the rest of Victoria's Secret.
That's one of those odd strats. This is about as out there as you generally get, unless they just went straight up the middle.
Look at the map control, though, that they have. They split the map even, about 75%. 20% is the hillside for Simple Tankers. The other 10% is the flag cap.
Yep. And we've got Wall Hacks, Pub Whisperer, Angry White Guy all going up to the hill. Zakum is going to stay behind a little bit. J Smooth might go up. We'll see. No, he's going to stay down. So we've got a little defense set up with Whiskey Dodd. The Dodd himself just kind of sitting in a keyhole position. I think he's noticed Tyler Durden. At least Tyler Durden has noticed him. And there's going to be a little bit of a standoff, but Too Good is coming around. And the Dodd will die very soon. It will be very sad for all of us, especially the Dodd. And soon there will be shots fired. Expecting J Smooth moving up underneath the cover fire of Tofu Smurf, and with that Zaku also moving up. Those IS-3s will be able to do enough work, but the cap does begin, and there are 42 seconds left. Pressure from Victoria's Secret.
Wall Hacks and Pub Whisperer now leaving the hillside. Going to utilize that 8 line to create a flank, but it will be scouted. Here comes Zakum and Tofu Smurf together. Takes a shot to the front. Zakum does not return fire yet.
And
they have to get the reset. He's going for it. Sacrificial.
Doesn't even care.
Bounce on the front. Oh, ammo rack! That's huge.
Yeah, the new effect is crazy. And now Tofu Smurf is left without a battle buddy. No one to help him. No one to stand by his side.
12 seconds.
I don't know how you hold as this IS-3.
Well, you can try to distract as some dude falls from fire from Wall Hacks and Pub Whisperer. Tofu Smurf trying to hold the line. They get one. Tofu still trying to hold Serenity. Has not fired yet, but he does for one shot against Tofu Smurf. Will probably has fired again. Pub Whisperer now cruising down. Fires into the side. Takes 2 big hits. 13 seconds left. Serenity takes down J Smith.
Well, Hex needs one more to finish off Too Good. Puts it into M-Pro, but he continues to close the distance.
There goes Pub Whisperer. Wallhacks takes down M-Pro. Too Good.
Wallhacks knows he has to reset the cap, and now Too Good. He's going to put himself in the way.
He's going to continue to try to block. He's got the dead tank and his IS-3.
No, not gonna
Can't get it. Base captured. Victoria's Secret ties up the series 1-1.
Nice from Victoria's Secret.
Across the courtyard.
They don't even care. They're just really aggressive. That sets the tempo. I've talked about setting that in the past. Getting control, making your opponent react to you, but that's one way to do it. It's a really effective way, just to go right on across. It works from time to time. It can be risky if your opponent is set up for that, but a good call by Victoria's Secret, I guess. Or maybe a dice roll a bit, that they wouldn't make the right strategy, that they would go for the hill, and you would have that kind of pressure.
That ammo rack was pretty big, even though Zakum was less than 50% health. But here's the shot. Boom!
Isn't that crazy?
Huge explosion.
Can't see it.
So yeah, about 50%. And because of that, that's less shots into the IS-3, more shots to the rest of the tanks, fortifying their position.
And he took 4.
He took 4 hits.
4 hits.
Yeah.
That is generally not enough to kill an IS-3. You need 5 or 6. So, right then and there, Zakum should really think about investing in a wet ammo rack. I know. What do I know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's tough.
It's a hard choice. You want to put a wet ammo rack in there. Or actually, did he have one?
You have to ask.
I'd have to go back and check the replay.
Yeah, check the replay or ask.
Were we
ask
following him on the replay, or were?
I was not on his tank.
Yeah, I think I might have been free cam.
Yeah, I was not on free cam. I was following my guys.
I like free cam too much. I like to fly.
Yeah. Try to stick on to see what they do have.
I keep accidentally clicking onto blue team tanks now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And
it's like keep going over there, and then I get someone yelling in my ear saying, "Get on red again." Hey,
we're so used to it. We're so used to it.
Yeah, I just used to like clicking through sometimes and be like, "What's he up to? What's he up to? What's he up to?"
Audience gets the viewpoint of both sides, both our observers. Not only do we commentate, we're also the cameramen for the game.
It's fun.
So sometimes we're trying to not be all over the place and focus on one area where the other one covers the other engagement. But
I can't just rapidly click through every single tank and get like 1 second with one frame of everything.
No. It's a lot of information for us to gather, but it's part of the job. Prohorovka, we battle number 3 between this tied-up series. It's close. It's close. But anything can still happen. There's best of 5 between these two teams currently tied at 5th place, fighting to stay in the Gold League. All right, Prohorovka, open battlefield. Rookhill, what do we have for tanks?
For tanks, we've got a 5100, 2 T69s, 2 1390s, 2 T1 Cunninghams. For simple tankers, Victoria's Secret has Pershing, 2 T69s, 2 1390s, and 2 T1 Cunninghams. How much you want to bet Simple Tankers is going to do the up and over?
The up and over?
The up and over.
Well, it's Jay Smooth. He's not in a WC-132 this time.
Well, I mean, it's still a 1390.
Yeah.
And he's going forward.
I can see it.
Forward is the only direction. Let's do this, Jay Smooth. Go, 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 go. He's riding the ridge.
2 out of 3 so far.
Maximum efficiency.
Well, they get to take the bait, though. Serenity, some dude, M-Pro. They're a little bit spread. Icy could be the first victim, actually.
Oh, dude. Poor Icy. Doesn't stand a chance. Nope, he's not stopping. It doesn't look like, nope. Oh.
He's turning. He's turning.
Oh, Jay Smooth.
Dodge the shot. Dodge the shot.
Jay Smooth.
Now, if they were up 2-0, I can see it.
Okay, but Tofu and Zakum in the T69's Battle Buddies for Life are...
They see Icy. They fire one miss. Zakum takes 2 hits. They got to spread that HP. Zakum takes
nice.
720 damage.
Tyler Durden.
And Tofu falls.
Now
T69's unloaded upon as they try to focus on Icy.
Tyler Durden had 2 beautiful shots. Look at him over in the west. He has a beautiful vantage. And there's Simple Tankers just walking right into it. Perfect preparation.
Long-range fire from Tyler Durden, too. But they landed. Jay Smooth at 236. They almost got Icy down, though.
Pub could reasonably this, although that T1 putting shells into the back of his tank.
Man, they're taking a lot of damage. Disruption.
Wallhacks, just clean up.
Trying to scout to the side. They take down Icy. M-Pro could be next. Tyler Durden's almost loaded. For a great flank in the 1390, he could use that rock for cover. And he steps up, sees Zakum, gets the shot and the kill.
All right, that was easy.
Jay Smooth's next. There's 1. And there's 2. Cleans it up. Now for Pub Whisper, misses a shot.
And everyone's up and over.
There's 1.
And Wallhacks goes down.
And there's 2. That's 3 kills for Tyler Durden. And all tier 8s are down for Simple Tankers. Only 2 tanks left alive. The T1 Cunninghams, there's 1.
And Angry White Guy. He's running. He's trying to see where he can go. But that was a clean counter. I think we could call that. Simple Tankers can't do the up and over every time, I guess. Very disappointing. I really loved seeing it.
Well, especially Victoria's Secret, who are known to study their opponents very well. We're ready for it. Now, Victoria's Secret is up 2-1 against Simple Tankers. Victoria's Secret 1 battle away from moving on potentially to the playoffs. Simple Tankers 1 battle away from being knocked out of the Gold League.
It's massive implications.
Let's take a look at Tyler Durden's damage output and shots. Top damage dealer. 9 for 12.
Only did 1,500 damage, though. It's very odd. It's so well spread. That's the thing.
It's very well spread.
Some dude, Serenity, M-Pro, doing great damage. Tyler Durden doing the most. Sitting up in the west on a hill, just easily throwing shots out, shot after shot, without anyone bothering him at all. Completely unmolested. And then he comes on it, full health. What are you going to do? You can't just go up to a tank with more hit points than you and expect to, in the open, win in a 1v1. Everyone on the team was 1 or 2 shells away from death, and they were not going to be able to make a coordinated effort. He would have had to miss massive amounts of shells, and with the RNG he was getting, he wasn't going to miss a whole lot of anything. Especially that first shell. I think that was the kill on Tofu? Yeah, Tofu Smurf. No, Tofu died first. Zakum was that shell. He just kind of stops, lets it go, he connects. Tyler's probably like, sweet, let's keep going. I got this.
Sweet, man.
Now it's for Abby.
It's on Abby now?
Abby's next.
Okay, that's the fourth map of the series. I was reflecting on the amount of times when either Tofu or Zakum fall first and how the rest of Simple Tankers starts to break apart. Because they're like they're 2 cornerstones of the team almost.
Yeah.
And they try to output a lot of damage on Prohorovka. We just saw a lot on the T69s. They think, hey, here's our opening. Go, 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 go. They can't get it. Then they try to share the HP. One takes too much damage. He falls back. The other one's in front. They move on to him swiftly.
Yes.
With their turrets. And now you have 2 tanks out of commission.
I feel like it's a lack of dedication to the fight. They either need to go all the way up and over, Start focusing tanks and just make the fight.
Yeah.
Instead of letting one tank be exposed over the other, because the 1390s are not in the fight. Which makes it so there's just one really easy target, the T-69s, who need to come in after those 1390s.
Maybe it was a standalone issue on Prohorovka. It's happened a couple times with simple tankers or on any other maps where that has happened. But it's the nature of the game. You isolate a tank, get the kill, you move on. May not be just because of Tofu or ZaKuun trying to get those first initial kills. Here we go. Battle number 4 between these two teams. Victoria's Secret up 2-1. What do we have for tanks?
We've got 2 5100s, a T-69, 2 1390s, and 2 T1 Cunninghams for Victoria's Secret. Simple Tankers is going to have a single 5100, 2 T-69s, 2 1390s, and 2 T1 Cunninghams. Similar, very slight difference in those T-69s versus the 5100. I guess we should bring up a point. T-69 has 4 shells in its autoloader, and it can deal about 900 damage, if memory serves, in that clip. 5100 does about 300 per. About 1500 damage in that clip, which is, you know, based on RNG, it can go way higher, way lower. And
Knocking down trees.
yes, sorry, I got
that.
distracted with watching people drive.
Yeah, I'm looking at the different positions from Victoria's Secret.
But T-69 versus 5100, you get faster shells between the T-69 clip. So you get about 2 seconds, if I remember, about 2 seconds per shell every time you fire. So you get all 4 of your shells out a little bit faster than a 5100, which is about 2.7 seconds between shells, which does add up. And also you've got better gun depression on the T-69, a little better turret, and in some ways more nimble. In some ways. But I think 5100 actually hits a better top speed. And because of that choice, if simple tankers can get 2 T-69s to fight a single 5100, or even 2 5100s, what will happen is the 2 T-69s, if this is a, you know, open field situation where no one has cover under anyone and we can't have HP sharing very much, the 2 T-69s will kill the 5100 first. Then the 5100 will be able to kill one of the T-69s, but not both. The T-69 will be able to reload first and finish off the other 5100. That's generally how it works, if they're both incredibly good players.
Positioning-wise, Victoria's Secret has their 2 5100s in the northwest. Rest of the spread, the medium, 2 good in the center. Tyler Durden in the center as well. Just a little bit next to the trees, a little further out.
We got a little move from Angry White Guy in his T1. I think we might have a sacrificial scout on our hands. Poor little T1 doesn't stand a chance. Whiskey Dodd going to be doing some driving. I think we might have Abby control from him. Pub Whisperer covering the approach. J-Smooth. And now we've actually got Angry White Guy completely out of... Well, almost completely. Tofu's got him covered, thank you, still. Yes. Angry White Guy's covered by 1 tank. He's going to begin spotting. Will he get spotted, though? Is the big question.
Boom!
Ooh.
He will be spotted. M-Pro takes a shot and the kill.
That's an ammo rack. Poor little T1.
Nothing left.
Didn't stand a chance.
Just the dental records.
Not even those.
Too good. Joins the party. And he hangs back here. Waiting for any type of push, perhaps in the center. We saw a lot of center play today happen. On Abby. 2 teams that we saw, it was C'est La Vie versus #RU. #RU took that. And the next time we saw it, it was Top Tier versus Fun Gaming.
What's J-Smooth doing?
And Top Tier was able to take that series. Floppy Giraffe. He's going to head down a little bit further. No, just still circling.
What is that on the back of J-Smooth's turn? That's a pinup girl, yes.
Pinup girl.
But I don't remember that being a spot you could put something on a 1390. I guess I never tried. That's new.
Shot fired. From across the center of the map, Floppy Giraffe moves to the bushes south of his flag cap. Doesn't spot anything. Disruption, however, is moving forward. He must have spotted Simple Tankers.
He just spotted Pub Whisperer at least, and Pub was barely unable to get the gun depression. He moved forward, and Disruption moved back. No kill. Now we've got a situation where a T1 is actually too exposed. Disruption could go down very easily in this situation, especially with Pub moving up like that. That's the kill, and that'll actually allow for Tofu and Zakum, two battle buddies for life, to move up and begin taking fire. Zakum taking the first hit and the reply, but no connections yet. Simple Tanker's going to slip. Pub Whisperer, J-Smooth in, and they're going to begin moving up ever slowly.
Too Good and Serenity and Tyler Durden staying close. There's Pub Whisperer.
Ooh, missed shot from Serenity. It's going to scare him back, but if we could see a few more wasted shells from Victoria's Secret, Simple Tankers can push in very easily. They don't have a real breakthrough tank, though. That's a big problem. They've got 1390s, 5100, T69s, yes. T69s are not breakthrough tanks.
Real Kill, the factor of a tiebreaker, now begs me to ask the question, which we may not have an answer right now. I have to verify with our admin. If this goes to a tiebreaker scenario, 1-point victory, does it even matter?
In what way?
Well, the victor, yeah, it would still matter. The victor would still stay in the league.
Well, they'd be up a point. It depends on where they stand at the end.
Because I can't think of any other teams that are sitting below, except for, say, La Vie.
I'll have to go check.
Yeah, we'll double check.
I mean, standings change all the time. It's the bracket we had at the beginning of today and the one we will have after this match are going to be very, very different.
Of course. J-Smooth, Wallhacks, Tofu, Smurf. This could be it. This could be the go for it.
Yeah,
they are. Enter the danger zone. Tofu Smurf getting lit up first again. Focusing on that tank, and he falls.
But who is Simple Tankers focusing on? It looks like Too Good, maybe. But at the same time, they're not able to get the connections. Now damage going towards Empro. A little bit going on to Tyler Durden. It's being spread all around. There are 3 tier 8s left for Simple Tankers. And J-Smooth finally goes in. Wallhacks finally gets around the corner, and they get Too Good.
Serenity is next. Empro will follow him. And Empro on the run. Icy swinging around. Pub Whisperer jumps down. So does Wallhacks and J-Smooth right behind him. They're going to be chasing Empro.
Icy gives himself 177 damage before trying to chase down J-Smooth.
J-Smooth on the run takes 1 hit from Icy.
One more shell.
And he misses.
He's got another one.
And Wallhacks hits him. He hits him. Wallhacks, no shot, still reloading. Hits Icy to knock him off the aim. And that allows J-Smooth to stay alive a little bit longer.
He's almost loaded too.
And he falls. Empro gets it. Still a beautiful play coming out of Wallhacks.
Yeah, now Wallhacks is loaded. He gets the kill. He's got one more shot. He gets to put in Tyler Durden. And then he goes down. Now, Pub Whisperer is at full health. Full health 1390. He can clutch this. There's the possibility. He's going to find Icy. 1 connection for free. Gets a little bit of a ram. Gets another one. It is a low roll, and he needs 1 more. And
gets it. Tyler Durden at half health, still on the reload, has to get away from Pub Whisperer as fast as he can. Whiskey Dot still left alive. Floppy Giraffe still on the board. Tyler Durden's going to be able to escape at least a couple shots from Pub Whisperer to the north, but Pub Whisperer from a distance.
He could stop and fire. He could stop. He could take that advantage.
He won't stop.
There's just a little bit too much distance. That's it.
Yeah.
It's a good call. There's the possibility of a lot of things. What if this becomes an on-the-move fight? The 1390 to stop first and actually aim will probably win. That is my judgment. That is usually how it goes.
53 seconds.
If Tyler reloads and just stops.
Whiskey Dot takes out Floppy Giraffe. It's up to Pub Whisperer. They need to win. They need to win to tie it up, bring it to battle 5. A shot and a miss from Pub Whisperer. Tyler Durden still on the run. 41 seconds.
He is loaded. He has his shells.
He is loaded.
And the Dodd, I believe, spots him. Maybe able to get some fire. Is he going to shoot him?
Dodd's trying to get up to the flag cap. It's not going to be enough for him to capture the flag.
He needs to. Tyler Durden, the closer he gets to Tyler Durden, the easier it is for Tyler to...
Another shot and a miss from Pub Whisperer. 21 seconds.
Whiskey actually pens.
For 22 damage.
Not bad. Now,
15 seconds left.
Pub probably... He does... How many shots is he done on the move? He did the one up top. Then 2 more.
Pretty sure it was 3.
He's just...
He's fired at least twice.
He doesn't have enough shells.
No, 2. He's too far away. At 1, it's a draw.
Tyler Durden able to salvage that one.
Ooh, Tyler Durden, MVP twice in a row.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pub could have brought that one back. Could have done it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really close. Well, that goes into a must-win for Simple Tankers. And if they do win the next battle, it goes to a tiebreaker. Tiebreaker would determine, just as best of 5 would, who moves on and who leaves the Gold League. Man, this is close.
Yeah.
Real close between these two teams.
It's a lot of pressure. But to review what happened in that last battle, Wallhacks actually manages to deal 2,423 damage in his 5,100. Beautiful play, by the way. Coming in, and this, right here. Jay Smooth is 1 shell away from death, right? And then, surprise, right out of view, this 5,100 comes in. Perfect timing. You've got icy tunnel vision, right? Trying to make his shot count the best. And a 5,100 Wallhacks, beautiful play. This is why I love the Simple Tankers. You get plays like this, real teamwork. Not this individuals on a team working together that you see sometimes with teams, but real teamwork. Actually backing each other up, actually sharing hit points a lot. Actually ramming into another tank in order to throw off his shots so that one of your guys doesn't die. It's great stuff. And that's one of the reasons why we always love Simple Tankers. They do things like this, the little things, the things that you don't have to do, caring about each other as teammates. It's great. Yeah, and that's how they won that one. It really looked like pushing into this all guns facing you, and they managed to walk out with an almost win.
Mines will be battle number 5.
Oh my gosh.
Simple Tankers, this is their map. The body blocks, the WZ-132s, the awesome plays that we see at the middle of this map. They need to harness all of the successes from previous engagements and the failures, learn from them, and be able to get a win against Victoria's Secret. If Victoria's Secret is able to hold off against Simple Tankers, which right now they can play for the draw and do so, they can get a win. They could do it.
Yep. Simple Tankers can bring it back. They go to the tiebreaker, man. That tiebreaker. Sand River will have to figure out who does more damage, though.
Yes, we will.
I think it goes, if Simple Tankers wins here, it probably goes into the favor of them because of their performance in the tie. It did a little more damage here.
Pub Whisperer had more HP.
Yeah. And Whiskey Dot was still alive.
That's how close it is. Here we go. Battle number 5. The winner of this series moves on, possibly to the playoffs.
All right.
What do we have for tanks?
5,100, IS-3, T-32, T-69, 1390, 2 T-1 Cunninghams for Simple Tankers. 1 of each. Victoria's Secret is going to have a Pershing, a T-69, 2 1390s, and M-Pro is going to be in a WZ-132 with 2 T-1 Cunninghams. Pub Whisperer going to lead the way, and I think he's just going to go straight for the hill. But that's not good. Simple Tankers might lose this one based on the hill jump. Got a WZ-132, which, by the way, he's mounting what gun?
Let's take a look. M-Pro. It's the gun with the muzzle brake.
85. It's going to be the fast-firing. Pub Whisperer doesn't stand a chance. He needs to leave immediately. Yeah, that's a smart move. And 363 damage onto that WZ-132.
Jay Smooth takes 173 low roll against him.
Yeah, that's the way the 85 is. It does not hit hard. It just hits a heck of a lot of times. Now, we've got a hit onto Pub Whisperer. Looks like that comes from Tyler Durden. Tyler just putting shells into whoever he can.
M-Pro fires in between Tofu Smurf and Zakum. Doesn't land a hit.
Oh, Tofu and Zakum don't even care. They just go up and over.
They're going straight for him.
Forward is the best direction.
M-Pro doesn't even know what to do. He's thinking, which tank do I shoot out? He's missed 3 times. Pub Whisperer is going to deal with that. Fires into the side of Pub Whisperer. There's Tyler Durden. Pub Whisperer tries to keep these 2 tanks isolated while the rest of Simple Tankers moves against Too Good. Tofu Smurf first to fall, though. Pub Whisperer goes next, then Serenity. Too Good's down.
All right, so we've got 2 T8s versus 2 T8s dead. And it is light tanks for Victoria's Secret, Simple Tankers with 2 heavies and a medium. hit points are certainly in favor of Simple Tankers. T1s, nowhere near engaging each other. But they are all together. Simple Tankers, completely united. We've got a T8 Icy, completely out on the
Simple
flank.
Tankers know they can go up to the top of the hill.
They've got it.
Empro and Tyler Durden are going to have to escape if they can.
Surprise, here's Empro.
Oh, there's Jay Smooth.
Fires in the move.
Fires, he gets tracked though.
Good play. Good play. But it looks like before they're going to be able to veil, Zakum is coming around the corner. Wallhacks is. Zeros. Gets one solid connection. He even tracks Tyler Durden.
Wallhacks may be on the chase. He's going for it. He gets it. On top of the hill, Wallhacks now cruises on down, and he is on the hunt for T1s.
Sick play. And now that's a victory. That's in the bag for Simple Tankers, surely. Unless Icy can somehow clutch this. He's got to deal well over 2.5k. Well, 2.5. Yeah, 2.5k damage.
Icy fires into the Angry White Guy for the shot and kill. Look at that T1 on fire. And it's down. Shot fired on the side of Icy J. No connection.
I guess it's from Zakum on the hill. He's going to begin chasing down that 13-9. Doesn't have the health to take him on alone. But doesn't matter because you've got Wallhacks, J Smooth, and Whiskey Dot getting on the cap. They don't want to waste any time. They want to get this victory, and they want to get onto Sand River.
There's Icy. Now moving towards the high ground. 15 seconds left for Simple Tankers to tie up the series and take us to a tiebreaker. 5 more seconds. Icy will not get there in time. 3 more seconds.
1.
And hope still lives for Simple Tankers to be able to win this series as they now tie up against Victoria's Secret. Wallhacks is the man.
Oh, yeah.
That was awesome to see. I really enjoyed Simple Tankers play right here. Off the mountainside, boom! Right off that hill.
After that, he slides on down without taking any damage, by the way.
Yep.
And then, of course, J Smooth goes and ruins it by jumping off the hill and damaging himself a little bit.
Yeah.
J Smooth.
Quite impressive. Quite impressive.
Yes.
Let's take a look at the team score. Wallhacks was 8 for 9, 1649 damage. The spread was pretty good, but Tofu Smurf, again, got taken out pretty quickly here.
That's the cost you pay.
Yeah.
He led the way into the fight. It's an IS-3. You have the most hit points. You have the armor. You have this alpha gun, which not such great accuracy. And, well, just go for it. You just lead the way. Who else is going to do it? The T-32 is not going to have the better top speed or the downhill speed. He has great armor, but the IS-3, that's the breakthrough tank.
Yeah. Well, it's testament to Victoria's Secret focusing on one tank and dealing damage to. We got the first shot on him. Everyone shoot him first. Very heads-up play, very quick snapshots. But in the end, it was that isolation on the high ground of the WZ-132 and the 1390 when Simple Tankers just kept pushing. And the WZ-132 is firing, and he missed at least 3 times. I want to see, actually taking a look at his shots here. He was 4 for 8.
Yes.
Against this fire tank.
I've been informed on Sand River, Victoria's Secret dealt more damage, and they've chosen to defend.
Victoria's Secret dealt more damage?
Yep.
They have the choice to defend.
1 second. Correct, defend. We choose attack.
Yes, that is correct. That has been verified.
1 second. Looking at... Yeah, that's it. It's true. I'm looking at it right now. The spawn points for Simple Tankers up in the north. And we've got Victoria's Secret defending.
Simple Tankers has to attack. No team during group play in an attack position has been able to win on the tiebreaker in Sand River. If Simple Tankers is able to do this, it is unprecedented, and this will be their one ticket to make it to the playoffs, but also to stay in the league. Victoria's Secret has such a huge advantage right now playing the defensive side because 100% of the time, teams that have done the most damage and have chosen this side have won the tiebreaker.
Yeah. But if there's anything, I think Simple Tankers could break it, you know?
Oh,
look at Abby. They just ran at their opponent. Just went at him. Didn't even care.
Yeah.
In any other situation, in any other battle, it would have said, oh, Simple Tankers is about to die horribly and it's going to suck for them. And they're going to lose. But somehow it turned into a draw? I don't even know.
By seconds, really. If, you know, if Pub Whisper, if he had more time to chase him down, land a couple shots, might have been game over. Or the T1 had more time to capture the flag. But that's ifs, thans, or buts. We work in definitive statements here at the WGLNA, no matter what kind of universe we live in. Right now, Simple Tankers of Victoria's Secret are battling to stay in the Gold League, now in a tiebreaker scenario on Sand River. Rookhill, what do we have for tanks?
For tanks, I'm looking at a Pershing, 4 1390s, and 2 T1 Cunninghams against a Pershing, 2 T69s, 2 1390s, and 2 T1 Cunninghams. So, a solid mobile autoloader with a complement of a Pershing lineup for Victoria's Secret. Simple Tankers needs the mobility. Putting everybody in a 1390, Wallhacks, Tofu, Pub Whisper, J-Smooth, and then they've got Zakum chilling out in that Wallhacks. Smooth driving, buddy, you've damaged your tracks. I've done that before too, and we all forget sometimes that these dunes are dangerous.
Yeah.
Zakum, also having forgotten that there's a rock there. Good job, Zakum. I'm going to point out these... This worries me, though. The fact that they forgot about these little things. They might have trouble. Now we've got Pub Whisperer going out to the far east. This could turn into a bit of a flex move, wherein they're going to move in from the east, get what little damage and shots out that they can, get on out, move around to the other side of the map, put pressure there. They need to drag their opponent out of position and expect to defend an area in which there is no enemy, actually, to deceive them. So... once we get that from Simple Tankers, and they can get the blind fire going, Victoria's Secret might take a little damage or be distracted and think their opponent is in one area. Pub Whisperer. Everyone is just catching sick air. I feel like they're just enjoying themselves with this. Tyler Durden might get himself spotted, actually might be able to spot J-Smooth. Very important. And J-Smooth seems to have spotted Tyler. Hesitates, though, to actually back off, and with that, Pub Whisperer has a free opportunity to get shots on Tyler. One connection for 246 damage. The second one is a miss.
Icy fires back.
Return fire. 218 damage. Good coverage. Solid coverage. And with that, we've got no other real shots fired. Got Zakum in the middle, kind of trying to spot as much as he can, but of course no one really exposes themselves to that area.
Oh, the spread coming out of Victoria's Secret in that bit of a
shots
horseshoe
fired. Disruption
shape.
is down.
Yep, disruption goes down. That's the team leader, Victoria's Secret. Perhaps the disruption attack could occur where he can better focus on leading his team, but it's a bit of a horseshoe type of defense coming out of Victoria's Secret first, breaking up a little bit, but Icy is dancing back and forth. Remember, Simple Tankers has to push in against Victoria's Secret. They either have to kill all of Victoria's Secret's tanks or capture the flag cap. Victoria's Secret has to either tank aside, destroy all of Simple Tankers' tanks, or draw, and they win.
Yes. However, I think Simple Tankers might be a little prepared for this. I think they might be ready. They've got Whiskey Dot and Angry White Guy, 2 T1s. They look prepared. They're hanging back so they don't overexpose themselves and get themselves killed, because they know they're going to have to put cap pressure on. And that could be why they have Zakum. That Pershing is big enough to hide some T1s behind, at least for a little while they move the 1390s past for the fight. You're going to have to move them in kind of in a horde if you catch my drift. Just all 4 1390s. I'd think maybe go from one direction with those, bring in the cap fast from Zakum, and then attempt to do the overmatch. Give them a 2-objective problem. You have to defend against these enemy tanks, and you have to defend your cap.
M-Pro, some blind fire towards Pub Whisperer's last known position. Now fires into the village. No connections yet from the blind fire. 6 minutes, 32 seconds. Simple Tankers is now...
they're gearing up for that push.
Reaching a little bit further south with their tanks.
Here it is. 1390s getting ready to roll. J-Smooth leads the way with Pub Whisperer and Tofu right behind him. Icy will spot this push, and they will stop, actually. Okay. That's fine. It's fine.
They stop and pull back.
Yeah, they're going to have to pull back. They decide that we've been lit. This is not an acceptable engagement. Angry White Guy and Whiskey Dot diving into a definitely little lagoon over here.
Well, Pub Whisperer and J-Smooth still poking out a little bit. But maybe Wallhacks, Angry White Guy, and Whiskey Dot have something up their sleeve to try to pull some turrets in their direction.
I don't know.
ICJ dancing back and forth. 5 minutes, 41 seconds.
Okay. Those medium tanks just chilling in the back.
Floppy Giraffe is destroying all of the village to get rid of any potential cover.
All right, here it is. J Smooth, Tofu, Pub Whisperer all moving up. You got Wallhacks joining him as well, backside of the hill, trying to get as close as they can under cover. And I'm guessing they're going to go and try and screen. Tofu's going to be the scout. He takes a hit midair, is tracked, and he has to burn his kit for this, and he's tracked again. Is there enough cover fire coming? I do not see damage going out of Victoria's Secret. Tofu might go down for free. Only one hit back, and they have wasted a lot of shells. But J Smooth, Pub Whisperer, Wallhacks, can they bring it back?
Just trying to put pressure on the flag cap. They're doing so. 27 seconds. But look at Wallhack's position from behind.
Pub's got it.
He can try to stop some of these tanks. Shoots Too Good for one. Pulls Too Good back. ICJ still staying in the fight. Fires into the dirt.
They don't
Wallhacks
care.
can't miss.
They know they have to continue going. Victoria's Secret's going to just not stop. Pub Whisperer's going to run interference. He's going to stop Icy. Is Akoum going to start taking hits? No. They're going to make him... They're not going to hit him at all. In fact, they kill Whiskey Dog first, and now they hit him.
Here goes J Smooth. Pub Whisperer fires on the fly, cannot connect. Tyler Durden pushes up, fires against Zakoum. Zakoum returns fire, takes another hit. Tyler's low. Can he get another shot? Serenity's going to block for him.
Pub's coming on over.
Too Good comes in. Pub Whisperer. Which tank will he focus first? Tyler's hit again.
Pub's going to leave. He's got to pull out. That's what they're going to go for. They got 4 minutes left. They can still try and salvage this. There's a lot of damage to be dealt. But anything can happen. I think that's the mentality. Wallhacks just goes straight off. I think he's given up. Pub Whisperer also possibly giving in, not knowing what to do. Is just going to drive around in circles.
M-Pro winds up another hit. Tracks Pub Whisperer. Last tank alive for Simple Tankers. Pub Whisperer will go fly into the water. He'll get shot, surrounded, and he's down. Victoria's Secret does it. They move on. They will stay in the Gold League, and, well, if they can fight through relegation, they'll stay in the Gold League at least. They still have to fight through relegation.
Yeah.
Still have to fight through relegation. Unfortunately, Simple Tankers was not able to get the win. Therefore, they are out of the Gold League. And to join us, they'll have to go through the qualifiers or next season fight through the Silver League in order to join us later on. So very, very tough for a lot of Simple Tankers fans to see that. Simp, I'm sure, as a clan, is mourning the loss of Simple Tankers in the Gold League. But that's only for right now. When it comes to strength, leadership, and performance, a team that sticks together and execute very intrinsic strategies, even when it comes down to ramming a tank, Simple Tankers is that team, and this is not the last you're going to hear from this team. So we wish J Smooth and the rest of his team members the best of luck in all their endeavors. I'm sure they're going to be watching and supporting the WGLNA as it continues into the finals. And with that, we thank you for your continual presence in the Gold League, and we look forward to your return. Also, huge congratulations to Victoria's Secret, but they still have to play in relegation to stay in the Gold League as well.
Yeah, very unfortunate. That'll leave,
Oof.
I think, Victoria's Secret with 9 league points right now, which ties them up with Fun Gaming.
Really?
Yes.
So there's...
No, wait. VicSec doesn't get 3, they get 1, right?
They get 1.
They actually are at 7. That's my bad.
Okay.
They're at 7, so
That's how it changes.
they're sitting right below Fun Gaming at 5th spot.
Well, we'll take a look at the standings overall in just a sec.
Mhm.
Let's talk about the overall results of what happened tonight. First off, #RU versus C'est La Vie. #RU took that series 3-1. Top Tier versus Fun Gaming. Top Tier won 2-0. They took 1 win and then 3 draws, and then another win on Abbey. Simp were able to defeat RBIS 3-2. We saw some notable exchanges between those two teams, but after Simp lost first 2 battles, they came back with 3 wins. Almost not a problem, but still was fun to see. And in the end, Victoria's Secret took the win in the tiebreaker against Simple Tankers. Quite a matchup.
Yeah, absolutely mind-blowing. Every time we see Simple Tankers, they give us such great matches, win or lose. It's always amazing. This is definitely one I'm going to have to go look back on and to appreciate more what exactly was going on. It is a pleasure to watch every player of Simple Tankers do what they do, even if sometimes it doesn't work out. And Victoria's Secret equally as well gave us very interesting matches.
That's right. That's right. Let's take